Hello, Kindred Spirits, and welcome to my spiritual oasis. Here, weary souls come to find inner wisdom and peace. Today, we are going to be doing a yes or no reading. Clear messages from Spirit, affirmative or negative for your situation. So I always like to keep the introduction to these videos short. All of the available groups will be in the description bar below. Everything is intuitive. Nothing is prepared for this. So pause the video here if you need to determine which group has your message in it. Without further ado, we're just going to move right into the readings. Hello, group number 1, and welcome to your reading. As I shuffle, please do hold on to your yes or no question on the forefront of your mind. Is it a yes or is it a no? Affirmative or negative? The answer to your question is a no. Limit your commitment. So we are going to get some clarification from our tarot today on any additional messages that Spirit has to offer. But I feel like limit your commitment is a pretty clear comment. The why, we might get some more information on what the why is through our tarot. So we have the Hangman energy, so you could be feeling in a place of suspension right now. Maybe you want to be moving around, but feeling maybe trapped in a situation or feeling like you're being forced into a pausing point right now. You might be asking why. Like, you might just be confused about why you're in the situation that you're in. All right, so we have the Queen of Cups as well as the Nine of Wheels added to the conversation. The Nine of Wheels is Pentacles in this particular deck, or it is Earth element energy. And our Nine of Wheels really talks about prosperity and comfort. Our Queen of Cups talks about nurturing divine feminine energy, creative, emotive, a nurturer of creative energies, creative endeavors, and a nurturer of spirituality and spiritual depth and understanding. So I do feel like in order to reach comfort in the earthly realm, there needs to be a moment. There's also actually an infinity symbol at the top of this card, which I think is really interesting. It talks about karma, the karmic symbol, which is the infinity symbol. So I'm feeling like right now life is kind of, there's a moment here, there's a breath where, you know, in order to reach that worldly comfort that you're looking for, I'm feeling like the message here is that there needs to be a focus on nurturing your creativity, your creative talents, whether that is growing and expanding them, or whether that is just simply taking time out of a busy life, a busy schedule, to go inward and to really lean into the things that you really enjoy or enjoyed that you maybe lost along the way somewhere. Maybe trying to pursue some sort of worldly success, whether that's career or job or something like that. I feel like our Queen of Cups energy is really encouraging you again to look inward and look to spirituality as a grounding element and not the pentacle, worldly, physical possessions to be your grounding energy. To be in alignment spiritually puts everything else, including abundance and worldly prosperity, into alignment as well. There could be somebody coming into your life or in your life, divine, feminine, Queen of Cups types of energy, to remind you of this. Also to encourage you to rediscover or lean into some of those creative passions in your life. Also, trusting your intuition, trusting your spirit of discernment and your ability to understand and know where you belong and the direction your life should take. And again, the answers to those questions happen when you are in an alignment spiritually with your purpose and your destiny, and you're not just kind of stumbling through life on the whims of fate. So beautiful soul, these are the messages that I've channeled for you today. I certainly hope they were enlightening for you. If it was, make sure to drop a comment and let me know. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as liking my Facebook page. And if you're interested in a yes or no reading of your own, please do check out my Etsy shop. I curate content there to help on spiritual and life path journeys. So thank you again, beautiful soul, for your time and energy today, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello, group number 2, and welcome to your reading. As I shuffle the deck for you, please do hold on to your yes or no question on the forefront of your mind. Is it a yes or is it a no? Affirmative or negative? The answer to your yes or no question, I just threw the card, is a no. Perhaps when things clear up. So it's suggesting that there's a lot on your plate right now, that you're busy right now. Definitely get some more clarity. I feel like that clear up could also be talking about your mind space. So, you know, if you were like, no, I'm not doing anything, or have a whole bunch of time on my hands, or a whole bunch of whatever, I feel like that could also be talking about your mind and your heart space as well. So, you know, if you're asking a love question, there could be some heart space work to do for you in order to open up that, in order to open up that chakra and that energy that you will need to be a good partner. All right, so we have the Empress, Four of Swords, and the Page of Cups energy. So we have a lot. I feel like it's like a lot of encouragement to rest in your power and potential of abundance, and the abundance will come from your creative, not only your creative endeavors, but also your ability to be in alignment spiritually and to rest in that. So our Page of Cups is like the youthful, sort of exploratory and inquisitive sort of energy that talks about like really exploring and leaning into your creative endeavors and creative life space. So, you know, it suggests more fine art type of creative endeavors, or transforming other types of creative energies into some sort of creative manifestation. So it could be talking about, you know, music or art or painting or metalwork or something of the sort, where you are being creative and poets too. Poetry, writing, it also falls under that. But our cups energy also talks about spirituality. So I feel like the Page of Cups, it's also talking about spiritual exploration and curiosity, and really kind of just, exploring and resting in the space that you're in now. Taking a moment mentally to like calm your mind. For those of you who are anxious or worried about time, the amount of time that you have, I'm feeling like the message here is, I'm getting the whisper that you have enough time. You have enough time. And then our Empress energy talks about abundance. It talks about prosperity. It talks about fertility. And also I'm feeling the message here, like, don't rush the stages and the steps. I feel like when we're young, we feel like we don't have enough time, but the older that we get, the more we realize that life is long enough, God willing, that we're able to get all the stuff done that we want to get done, that there's always a lot of time, there's plenty of time, and that life as long as it is short. That very strange dichotomy that probably made no sense, but the idea is that finding peace in your present moment, clearing your heart and your mind space, and resting your mind and your thoughts, especially if you have a lot of anxiety and just kind of mental distress, and really settling in your spiritual realm, the spiritual walk, and being curious and excited and creative about how you get in touch with your spiritual side and your spiritual energy, and know that abundance starts in your heart space, your mind space, and the connection those spaces have with the ever-flowing, endless, universe, spirit, God, whatever term that you choose to use. So group number 2, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. Certainly hope this was helpful. If it was, make sure to drop a comment and let me know it resonated. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already a part of the Kindred family. Check out my Facebook page if you're so inclined to do that. If you're interested in a personal yes or no reading of your own, check out my Etsy shop. There I curate all kinds of content, including personal readings to help you on your spiritual and your life journey. So thank you so much, beautiful soul, for your time and energy today, and I will see you in an upcoming reading. Bye. Hello group number 3, and welcome to your yes or no reading. As I shuffle the deck for you, please do hold on to your yes or no question on the forefront of your mind. So is it a yes or is it a no, affirmative or negative? The answer to your yes or no question is a no, another commitment. Okay. Seems like you already have something on your plate. Did we shuffle out the same card in another reading? I don't know. So we have the 4 of Wheels. Queen of Wheels. 8 of Wheels. So I'm getting the message that a lot of you have money on that mind. Just in general, having the world or the earthly realm on your minds right now. You're preoccupied with the worldly plane, worldly realm. With our 8 of Wheels here, I'm getting the message that you guys are hard workers. You're hard at work. You're toiling away. You're probably in the meat of whatever you're working towards. So career or job, you're kind of right in that space where you're putting in a lot of work, a lot of effort. You might be feeling exhaustion or potential burnout. And you know, with the Four of Wheels, I always get like hoarding energy with the Four of Wheels. We even have kind of this character here that looks a little shifty, a little shady, with a crate that I'm assuming is storing. Yeah, there's like a crate. It's a box that's lockable where you're storing all of your goods. You're just being really kind of stingy. I think there's a fine line between being frugal and being cheap. You know, and whenever I see the Four of Wheels, I feel like it's kind of you're hoarding. You're hoarding because you have a sense of, you have a scarcity mindset. So you're hoarding the 4 seeds that could grow into a boundless, abundant situation. So with our Queen of Wheels, I feel like our Queen of Wheels is like a generous, nurturing type of energy. And I feel like, you know, this could represent a person with strong earth placements, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and an earth sign. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Doesn't necessarily have to be. I feel like this is also kind of just a message to nurture your skills and your talents in order to gain prosperity. Yes, work hard, but also be mindful of, you know, it's good to be frugal. It's good to be conscious of your money and your resources and know where all of those things are going. There's another thing to just hold tightly to them because you're afraid to plant them, because you're afraid to use them. You know, 4 of Wheels is also about control. And I feel like, you know, controlling the 4 Pentacles instead of releasing them and allowing the universe, nature, time, energy, resources to bring you an abundance, to bring you abundance. So, scarcity mindset. If you're in a scarcity mindset, I'm feeling the message here that there needs to be a transformation in that mindset in order for you to really get where you want to go. Yeah, I feel like if you're asking a question about anything outside of the realm of like Pentacles, or I feel like if you're, let me rephrase that. I feel like if you're asking a question about career, about anything in the world of Pentacles, I feel like the message is we're not adding anything to our plate right now. We're figuring out how to nurture the skills and talents that we already have in our possession in order to move us forward, and releasing control where we have none, releasing control where we can plant seeds of opportunity. So group number 2, I think I'm a number 2. Dang, I always lose track. Thank you so much, beautiful souls, for your time and energy today. If a message hit home for you, make sure to drop a comment and let me know it resonated. Click a like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, as well as liking my Facebook page and check out my Etsy shop, where I curate content there to help you on your spiritual and life journey. So, yes, I don't know where I'm at. Hello, group number 3 or 4. I'm sorry, I lost track. Thank you so much, beautiful soul. Whether or not I can count to the next number is irrelevant. You're right in the correct location. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle for you. Hold your yes or no question on the forefront of your mind as I go through the shuffling process. Is it a yes or is it a no? Affirmative or negative? So the answer to your question, beautiful soul, is a no. Limit your commitment. I swear we literally just turned this card over. Well, I guess that's just the messages today. We're Let's see what our clarifying cards are right now. I have the whole deck upside down. Awesome. So we have the Nine of Wheels, which is about abundance and comfort. The Eight of Cups. I feel like the Eight of Cups is about like moving on. Emotionally moving on from something that is not for you anymore. And I really actually like the depiction of this card, because on the horizon there we see some light, like some sun on the horizon, like this person is moving from desolation and yeah, just like this desolate wasteland with these empty cups that are spilled, right? It's emotional loss or just loss in general, and moving, you know, death, destruction, just deadness, and moving towards hope, moving towards abundance and light. So I really love that depiction. This solar eclipse is also really interesting as well. I feel like it's, you know, walking away from something that isn't serving us, especially if we made the decision to be in that situation to begin with. I feel like it's one of the, it's like an ego thing, you know. And I feel like the solar eclipse is actually a really interesting depiction, because it's almost like the moon, which is, you know, represents the emotional side of us, is eclipsing the sun, the ego. So it's like putting your emotional health and well-being over your ego, and kind of just admitting when things aren't really working for you, and moving on to something else that's going to be better for you. I really love the depiction of that card. So what I am feeling in general, this idea of limiting your commitment, not adding anything else to your plate, is really about like finding your own path. Finding your path to abundance. You know, in judgment, I feel like that's really, really similar to the Eight of Cups energy, just in a more universal way. I feel like the Eight of Cups is specifically talking about emotional, you know, moving on emotionally, from an emotional side of things, whether it's from a relationship or romance or friendship, career or a job, whatever it is. But moving on emotionally from something that is not good for you, it's not healthy for you, that you're not winning in that situation. Moving towards something that's more hopeful. It's pretty specific, but judgment, it's kind of like laying everything bare. And it's like the moment of epiphany, where you release the anxiety and the struggle and the strife, and you come out of the darkness. You ascend from that dark place, and you just bury yourself to the light, and you kind of just, yeah, you just bury yourself to the light. There's freedom in that. And I feel like this idea of freeing yourself of burden, of commitment, of adding something else, of saying yes to someone else and not to yourself, and not making those spiritually and emotionally sound decisions for you, putting other people's well-being over your own, filling other people's cup up when yours is down to the last 2 drops. I'm feeling like that sort of behavior, that sort of thinking has to transform. When we come from a place of abundance and a place of light and a place of life, I feel like we then manifest that energy. We manifest that 9 of Wheels. When we move on, we move forward, we come out of burden, and we open ourselves up to potential and possibility. And then we move forward in that. There's action taken. I'm loving the Eight of Cups. I'm vibing hard with it. There's an action taken in all of these situations that lead us to prosperity. We have to make the commitment to ourselves. that we're going to move on, move forward, move towards our destiny. Our destiny isn't going to move towards us. We have to move toward it. So beautiful souls, these are the messages that I have channeled for you today. I certainly hope this was helpful for you. If it was, make sure to drop a comment and let me know what resonated. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you are not already a part of the Kindred family, I would love to have you. Also, make sure to check out my Facebook page if you so choose to do that. That's kind of where I connect more regularly with you guys. If you're interested in a yes or no, a personal yes or no reading of your own, you can find those on my Etsy shop, along with other types of readings and other types of spiritual content that I produce there to help you on your spiritual life journey. So thank you so much, beautiful soul, for your time and energy today, and I'll see you in another reading. Bye. Hello, I believe you're group number 5. I lost count there along the way somewhere, so I apologize if I am calling you the wrong group number. Either way, anyway, you are exactly where you belong, and let me shuffle out your yes or no answer here. So as I shuffle, please do hold on to your yes or no question. Is it a yes or is it a no, affirmative or negative? So the answer to your question is an affirmative. It says, undoubtedly. Is there any uncertainty? If so, why? Is the uncertainty in your head or your heart? So I feel like if you're coming here and you're asking whether or not you should do something, or if this is for you, whatever, I feel like there is some doubt and some kind of question marks there. So the question is why? Why are you doubting? Why are there question marks? Is there a good reason? Or are you just, is it kind of in your head, or are there sound reasons why you are feeling the way you're feeling? And are you, is this doubt in your head, in your mind, or is it in your heart space? So we have a 10 of Wands, which to me talks about, this just feels like an overabundance of burden, especially when it comes to the world of doing, the fire world. We have the Knight of Wands as well as the Ace of Cups. So the messages that I'm receiving here for you is that, yeah, I'm just getting the message here that some of you could have strong fire placements. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus in a fire sign. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You don't necessarily have to have those strong placements, but I'm getting the message here that you're a very assertive person. When you get your sights set on something, you push for it. You're very good at big picture thinking and leadership and making things happen. You're a doer. And I feel like that has gotten you far. The 10 of Wands talks about kind of coming to the end of some sort of a passion endeavor. It could be career, it could be job, could be something other. And I also feel like it talks about, as you're coming to the end, it's kind of like a burden. And I feel like the message is that it's okay to ask for assistance to help you over the line, to help you over the finish line, to help you accomplish whatever goal that you have set out to accomplish, and that asking for help doesn't diminish the amount of effort that you put into it. It's very interesting, the depiction of this. The figure here is blindfolded as they're carrying all of these wands, blind through this rocky, kind of tumultuous terrain. And, I feel like for my ambitious folks, I feel like sometimes, you're so focused on kind of getting the thing done that you kind of make it harder for yourself, because you're just so independent and you just want to do it on your own, or you can do it on your own, so you feel like you have to do it on your own, or maybe you just want to do everything on your own. But I feel like the idea of asking for assistance as you need it is definitely an encouragement here. And then we have our Ace of Cups. So I'm feeling like for some of you, I feel like the Ace of Cups is a new opportunity in the world of love, in the world of spirituality as well. I'm feeling like some of you are putting off love until you accomplish some sort of career goal. And I'm also getting the message here that, you know, opportunities don't last forever. They come and they go, and it's not to say you won't ever have an opportunity again, but having the same opportunity come back is rare. So just being mindful of that, not to say you should panic or freak out, but just understanding that when you keep putting things off, and you keep putting things off, and you keep putting things off, eventually that thing is just not going to be available to you, and at least not available to you in the same way. That person is not going to be available to you anymore. I'm just getting the message here that if you're in some sort of new love ship, and either you're pursuing someone or they're pursuing you, I am getting the message here that, especially if you're vibing with that person and you feel a really strong connection to them, in, you know, physically, but also spiritually, and, you know, all of the different realms, pursuing a relationship with them and being more serious about a relationship with them, I feel like is something that you should strongly consider. Some of you just have too many things that you're trying to do. So be discerning about that and let things go if they no longer. It's like sometimes we carry things into another phase of our lives just because we thought it was always going to be there, and we don't ever shed what doesn't apply anymore. So I feel like that's kind of the message for you too, is to shed what is not applying, what is not applicable any longer now in this new space in your journey. So group number 5, beautiful souls, these are the messages I've channeled for you. I certainly hope this was enlightening and helpful for you. If it was, make sure to drop a comment and let me know it resonated. Click like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you're not already a part of the Kindred family. If you're interested in a yes or no question or reading, of your own, please do check out my Etsy shop. I curate content there to help on your spiritual and life journey. So thank you so much, beautiful soul, for your time and energy, and I'll see you in an upcoming reading. Bye.